snake, which
It's like
has nothing to do
Yu-Gi-Oh.
with me,
It's like
but-
the Yu-Gi-Oh thing where they're all like holding hands, like the power of friendship. And in this case, it's money.
We made this happen. It only took 15 of my dollars 3 times a week directly to him.
Yeah, SHADIC had a really unfortunate bracket getting upset, and so did Mute, so they had to fight for like 25th or something like that
Oh,
at Gateway Legends.
really?
Yeah, really
I forgot
unfortunate.
SHADIC went.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Oh, because Mutates lost to that DDD, right?
And then Fox, you know, just
More
started
Fox
laughing,
stuff.
and they're just like,
The worst thing that could have happened.
I'm saying.
Shout out to Fox, fellow Fox. He's very confident in his character.
I don't.
To the match though, SHADIC and SHADIC and Blank Name.
Yeah. You
went
know
at
who
it
they are.
there.
You saw Blank Name earlier, and you know who SHADIC is.
Yeah. No explanation needed, but we'll see. Corrin, watching Corrin, always a treat, especially when SHADIC, this character, he does stuff that I've never seen before. I played him at LTC. I had no clue what was going on. I got absolutely destroyed. Like,
Yeah.
He's obviously just very impressed with this character.
And that's what a lot of top players do, you know? They make you rethink the character as a whole, and you're like, damn, maybe Ganondorf doesn't do that in this matchup.
Yeah, you play like some local reps, and you're like, no, honestly, the matchup's pretty easy. Then you play the top rep, and you're like, maybe -2 on a good day, I'm not sure.
This is not fun.
Yeah, the SHADIC advantage state is unreal. Like, you feel like you can't ever give up an air dodge, but...
like, look at that small interaction. I can't even talk about it because things are moving on, but he rolled in, and he was so close to getting pinned.
Yeah.
And dead.
The smallest mistake, you feel like you're forced to make an option that stop being juggled, and that option kills you.
Yeah. I mean, just so much coverage, and I mean, I don't know how SHADIC's brain works, but I feel like he got 2 brains sometimes.
Yeah. No, coverage is definitely the word for it. Like, you don't get a chance to breathe. And honestly, by the time you die, you're not even sure how you lost neutral. I don't know what happened. We're already down to 1 stock.
Yeah, so I was about to
like,
say, we're already down to 1 stock.
Crazy advantage for SHADIC. Showing why he's one of the best. Blank Name, adding a little bit of percent, maybe an edge guard.
Yeah, but is it a little bit too late, you know?
Probably. Probably.
You gotta just learn. It's funny because in this way that SHADIC plays, he doesn't even let you really learn neutral. You're just learning disadvantage.
Yeah. You're trying to get your feet back on the floor.
Yeah.
You don't have time to really even think about anything. Nice F smash.
Good
Don't know if
coverage.
that was a call out on the option after the side B, or if he was desperately trying to take a stock. But either way, it worked out. I'm going to call it a read.
Yeah, a little bit of a taunt too, and actually can swing the momentum back in their favor.
Yeah, definitely not going down without a fight. Like Name trying to keep SHADIC above him, but just gets reversaled.
And again, like you were saying, it's that coverage. You know, did the up air here, then immediately side B because you're on the other side.
Yeah.
You didn't give up the jump, but you're still caught.
All right, what's up on it? Back throw, going for stage control, looking for a spike, doesn't find it.
And we saw earlier SHADIC actually overshoot the up B, so when he got spiked, he hits the stage.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that adaptation is just then knowledge that you might not be ready for it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, like, when you're pulling that kind of stuff game 1, you're like, oh, you've been here before. Like, you know the matchup and the counterplay already. But, again, like, how many Corrins have you played? You're still trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah,
He's got all the counterplay to your character already. He's a grinder.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of people play this character, especially at this high level.
Yeah. Up throw, up air, dies to it, SHADIC. Couldn't believe that himself, but...
Yeah. SHADIC a very, like, makes faces next to, like, oh, okay. You got that kill.
Finds the back air, though, kills across the entire stage. Blank Name definitely, like, crawled his way back, though. Like, last stock he had JV2'd, but he was at last stock when SHADIC was at 42% first stock. So
yeah.
Definitely good adaptations there in that game 1. We'll see if he can kind of keep that footing on him at the beginning of game 2, and maybe you end up, you know, bringing it to a game 3. We'll find out.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's very startling. You think Corrin is one of these slow characters, not a lot of airspeed, and then SHADIC's just in your face, and all of a sudden you have 60, 70% on you out of nowhere, and pin is threatening you if you're rolling in, and you're just like,
well,
dang.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like with I don't know if this is just me, but when I see Corrin hitting people, every time they hit somebody in the air, I'm like, that's the last one.
Yeah.
And the combo continues, like 3 more hits, and I'm like, oh, he was a lot more dangerous than I thought. I don't even know which way to be DIing this. Like, do you go up? Do you go out?
Yeah, it's the extensions that just put his level of Corrin above others.
Yeah, for sure. Going to Hollow Bastion. Good to see a stage counter pick here. Use all the tools you got for you.
Like, a lot of people hit that first up air and they're just like, good, you know, I got an up air and then reset. But the up air to back air, and then just immediately got positioning.
Yeah.
Just off that one interaction.
Always looking for that next layer, just to, you know, kind of suffocate the opponents that he fights. Down air out of shield. Look for the roll away, but doesn't find it.
Yeah, don't have time to punish that. Let out that forward smash, and then just do spot dodge.
Yeah. Blink name gonna find hopefully some mileage out of juggling Corrin. Corrin doesn't have a good way to land. Down air being like the only way you have a hitbox under you. Maybe nair, but
if you're a character with down air as your way getting back down, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, like, we're looking at like Ridley levels of down air.
Yeah,
like,
Bowser.
Don't know about that one. Once in a blue moon maybe, but wow, what a turnaround grab, knowing that he would get the cross up on it. Up air to catch the up B. That was crazy.
And he saw, I don't know if he saw Blank Name doing that earlier, but Blank Name, a lot of ages like doing that up B in the corner because they're like, oh, I'm Ike, I could do the,
I'm gonna do this until you leave me alone.
Yeah. But said, nah, I know the counterplay to that.
Yeah, again, with the matchup knowledge already there right off the bat.
And he went like straight up too.
Yeah. You're probably holding up B, or like up because you're up-being, and then you die with the eye because you're straight up. Finds the down air finally though. Even it back up, only 30%. Not too bad for Blink Name.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Juggle situation here for SHADIC.
Wow. I thought that would be much more extension than what we got.
Yeah, kind of an awkward scramble situation. Actually, jabs
no
out of
way!
that.
Not a lot of characters get to do that. She says, nuh-uh, you're meant to be eating about like 20%. But got away with that.
Yeah. They get it. This matchup very much looks like who can juggle who. They're kind of just fighting each other back and forth for who can be under the other one on the middle of that Hollow Bastion platform.
Yeah.
Get the most mileage out of it. There's that down air, landing, getting back safe, but Blink Name kind of finds that reset.
You gotta be careful with those down airs though. It's not the most disjointed move. I'm sure that up air will clip right through it.
Yeah, for sure. Not a lot beats Pyra up air, if anything. Nair back air, true combo finds the kill.
You know all about those nairs.
It's a good move.
If you got nair combos, you kind of carry. not Captain Falcon though. But it's like how many frames?
I mean, who knows, dude?
Who knows?
-4, I don't know.
Yeah.
Blink Name trying to find this kill without taking too much damage. SHADIC on the chase though.
I feel like this is kind of the same thing we saw with Mike KO and MVD. Like, Mike KO was giving MVD the hands. It was kind of close, but they just know how to seal the stocks out.
When it comes down to closing out those stocks early, not taking too much for fishing for kills, means a whole lot.
Yeah.
Died for it on the first stock with the up B, but said he probably won't do it again. I'm gonna just up B another time. Worked out this time. The taunts again. We'll see if the momentum stays here. With this taunt, so far not any damage.
I don't know. Taking the stock at 164 is kind of high.
All right, can get off the ledge. No pin is going to find it smart, but you just can't jump in on SHADIC. It's got it covered every time.
Yeah, and not like other characters can kind of just do one option. The stuff that SHADIC uses, like, oh, I'm covering this option, now I'm covering this area, like.
Yeah, and it feels like he just never overextends either. Like, it feels like he never messes up on juggling you. You don't have a way to like weasel your way into center stage. But this might be a huge opportunity. Smart, high up B for SHADIC, knowing the trouble he was in.
Yeah. That could have easily gone bad. That spike is, yeah.
SHADIC taking it 2-0. Not unexpected, but definitely a huge improvement from game 1 to 2. Like, kind of ended only a 50% difference, but going last stock both games and then definitely having your footing under you game 2.
Yeah, it's the sealing out the stocks that we're talking about. Like, it's just, that's just the difference maker right there. Because you feel like you're kind of searching for the stock, and SHADIC's able to put himself in the position to be like, okay, I'm just going to ledge trap you, and then you'll die.
Especially when you're playing against a character like Corrin, where they're all about just like keeping their zone, and it's so hard to get in that if you're fishing, you're going to take so much damage every time you go in. Especially if you like on a fresh stock and you're trying to find that kill, you get nared once, you're at 50, and you're like, oh man, it feels like you can't take risks, but you have to against that character. SHADIC's just so good at.
She got disjointed, but I mean that back air. I mean that's
spaces.
Yeah,
like
it's good as back air.
Back air's your shield on the left side of the stage, grabs the ledge on the right side. I'm like, how'd you get over there?
We're gonna do a quick hot swap on the commentators. We just got one coming in, and Bert has to jet out of here in his car.
Caesar Atomic.
Yeah. Yeah, literally Cat Falcon. Like, I'm out of here. So keep it locked. We'll be back real quick.